306 Sportsnet 590 The Fan. It's a good show. Ben Ennis and JD Bunkis, very happy to be joined now by Michael Vick, former NFL quarterback, current Fox NFL analyst, co-host of the Fox NFL Kickoff Show. Michael, thanks for doing this.
Hey, anytime, guys. Anytime.
We appreciate it. Obviously, you see a running quarterback picked first overall in the NFL draft, and everybody compares Kyler Murray to you. How much do you know about Kyler Murray?
Well, I know a lot. Based on watching him this last college football season, I thought he did a phenomenal job of just being a leader, first and foremost, and a really good quarterback. I mean, he has all the intangibles. He can do anything on the football field that he want to do, and that's scary. And the thing I really like about Cal is that, he has a stature similar to Russell Wilson, and that makes it even more difficult. Sometimes being, 5'10", 5'11", or maybe even shorter can serve a benefit for you. So this kid's going to be scary in the league, and I look forward to watching him. It's going to be exciting. I look forward to talking about him and kind of chronicling his success week in and week out.
Hey, do you like it when guys get compared to you? Because I feel as though it's a little too liberal. You were one of the, and maybe even the most special college player that I've ever seen. And yes, Kyler Murray has had a terrific year, and so have other running quarterbacks. But I do kind of find that it's like any quarterback who runs with over average speed, it's like, well, he's the next Michael Vick. And there's something nice about that you are acknowledged in that way, and that people still compare you and use you as the measuring stick of a running quarterback. But I would also find it as though anyone who was ever on radio, they'd be like, well, he's just like JD. He's the same as JD. They do the radio at the same time, same guy, very similar. Like, does it every once in a while you just kind of want to say, like, hey, I was way faster than that guy. I was way better than that guy. Don't compare that guy to me.
You know what? I enjoy the game of football so much, and I love seeing the new up-and-coming talent and, guys coming into the NFL, emerging as stars with their own talent, and skill set. I never really look at it that way. I put more so of my thought into what they're doing. I can never see anyone being looking like me or playing the way that I played the game, which is, it's kind of fortunate for me because it keeps me from making those assumptions. But, I learn to value, just the talent that they bring to the table and, the way they orchestrate the game and the way they play the game from a mental perspective more than anything. So I just learned to enjoy it. I can't compare anyone to me. I know for sure that I'm one of one. And, those guys, they kind of create their own legacy. Like Kyler, he's maybe 5'10", 5'11", if that. But he'll create a legacy for quarterbacks that, his stature. And I think that's special.
Yeah, no, he has a real opportunity in front of him. And this isn't a case of anyone's not wishing him success or that he can't be a special player. I do find that
still remain to be seen, though. Okay.
Yeah, of course it does, and that's what I mean. Is that sometimes I feel like we get ahead of ourselves with these things, and that we make these giant leaps just based on small little things. Do you feel as though your career personally, just when you were talking about this, I was thinking about this coming in today. Do you feel like you would have been better suited for today's game if you were starting your career right now with more head coaches thinking more about getting outside the pocket and the RPO, or that it was actually better when you started because you were able to take more advantage and it wasn't seen as much in the NFL?
Yeah, I think when I first started, playing the way I played and the things that we were able to do, it was great talent with great minds around them and just taking advantage of what the defense put in front of us. I think now it's more so about, offensive coordinators evolving and the game evolving and, what we was able to do back then, and sprinkling it into offenses now with the right talent, at the quarterback position, but just on the football field as a whole, makes you even more dangerous. So why not expand? So I think a bunch of offensive coordinators are looking at it like, I'm just going to expand my playbook and do some things that is going to outsmart the defense or create an opportunity just to get a first down, one play in specific. So that's just being creative, and you need more coaches like that. I always felt like coaches made players.
Yeah, no, I think that's probably right. That maybe there would have even been more offensive control for you then than there would be now with some of the systems that guys are putting into the NFL. Do you think I do have one Kyler Murray question for you though, which is, do you think it's harder on him replacing another first-round pick who struggled and didn't have a ton of success out of the gate offensively? Because to me, it feels like maybe the grace period isn't the same way. Maybe there isn't going to be as much patience with him as there would be for other rookie quarterbacks.
Well, I think Arizona just fell into a position where they had to take the best guy, and the pressure was there based on, what Josh Rosen showed last year. Even as a rookie, I mean, you had guys like Matt Ryan and Joe Flacco come in, along with Ben Roethlisberger, and took their teams really, really deep into the playoffs, or just into the playoffs in general. So the bar was set really, really high once those guys came in and did that. So, in the NFL, they don't wait. So Josh Rosen will get the, same type of criticism or notoriety in, being in Miami because he's a first-round pick. So it don't change, and it won't change for Kyler Murray, whether he went, to Arizona or anywhere else. Your first-round pick is high expectations. So those guys got to produce, or the criticism will be there, if they don't, regardless of anything. And, all the notoriety and the glory that they're going to get if they do produce. So, it don't change, even though, those guys are, drafted 1 year after the other. And, it was kind of crazy, but you had to take the best guy on the board, I think.
Have you seen enough of Josh Rosen to say that he won't be a star quarterback in the National Football League?
I think Josh just has to get with the right coach and a guy who understands his mind and his talent and what he can do, and that's about all the coach can do. Give you, some things to go out there and put and try to put in place and make successful. And if they don't, then it'll show really, really soon. I think he showed enough last year to show he's worth giving him a shot. And I think getting a fresh start in Miami, it'll be a more vibrant situation for him. You don't have to worry about anything. Yeah, it's difficult going to two different franchises in 2 seasons when you're really young, but he's not the first to do it. Brett Favre did it in his second year, Atlanta to Green Bay, and became a great quarterback. So let's just keep an eye on him.